If you're thinking about buying the Apple Watch Series 9, hold on a second because what I'm about to reveal might just change your mind. This watch promises to be your ultimate health companion, packing crazy features like the new S9 chip and a super bright display. But here's what surprised me. Despite all the hype, there are some serious problems Apple didn't advertise up front, problems that could make you regret your purchase. Today, we're diving deep into the Apple Watch Series 9, exposing what works, what doesn't, and whether it's worth spending over $300 on. So stick around because the truth might shock you. First off, who exactly is the Apple Watch Series 9 for? If you're an Apple ecosystem user who loves sleek tech, works out regularly, and is obsessed with health stats, this watch sounds like a dream. It's packed with advanced health monitoring features like ECG, blood oxygen sensing, and even detailed sleep stage tracking. Plus, the crash detection and fall detection safety features feel like something from a sci-fi movie, smart, reassuring, and practical. But is it really the flawless companion Apple claims it to be? That's where things start getting complicated. Let's talk about the S9 chip. Apple boasts that it makes the screen super bright and enables a magical new way to interact without touching the screen. That sounds cool, right? No need to lift a finger to control your watch. However, this gesture control feature, while innovative, is still glitchy. Imagine trying to skip a song by waving your hand only to accidentally launch a meditation session instead. It's like your watch has mood swings. Sometimes it works flawlessly, but other times you're left wondering if it's possessed. So, if you're expecting perfect touchless control, be prepared for some frustrating moments. Now, about the display. The brightness is indeed impressive, visible even under direct sunlight. But here's the kicker. This brightness comes at the cost of battery life. Users report that the Apple Watch Series 9 barely lasts a full day with moderate use, a step back from previous versions. It's ironic that a watch designed to keep tabs on your health needs a midday charge break that forces you to stop and plug it in. Imagine being in the middle of a workout session and your watch dies. Talk about bad timing. Speaking of workouts, the Fitness Plus integration with a free 3-month trial is a nice perk. But if you're someone who doesn't want to commit to yet another subscription or prefers varying workout apps, this might not be a big selling point. Plus, the advanced metrics, while comprehensive, can overwhelm beginners who just want simple info about calories burned or steps taken. This watch is almost like if it had a PhD in fitness, but forgot to teach the basics to the new kids on the block. The health features are undoubtedly the star of the show. Blood oxygen monitoring, ECG anytime, and sleep stage insights sound like something out of a hospital, not a wrist gadget. The temperature sensing and cycle tracking add layers of personalized data about your well-being, making it feel like a mini doctor on your arm. However, here's the twist. Despite the advanced technology, these features require constant wearing and syncing with an iPhone XS or later, which means if you're not already deep in the Apple ecosystem, your experience and access to data will feel limited. So the Apple Watch Series 9 isn't really a standalone health guru. It's more like an Apple ecosystem sidekick. Now for a little story. A friend of mine, let's call him Dave, bought the Series 9 excited to improve his health game. The first week, pure magic, heart rate stats, workout insights, sleep data, the works. But by the second week, Dave was charging it so much that his battery habit looked like a mini addiction. One day, the crash detection saved him during a minor bike accident, and we both agreed that was worth a lifetime supply of bad battery life. So, there's the bargain, cutting-edge health features with a catch. The watch demands your attention, and battery power is the price you pay. Another significant downside is the customization hype. Apple boasts tons of watch bands and watch face options, letting you tailor the look to your mood or occasion. That sounds great, but the reality is that these accessories come at a premium. Want to swap out that stylish band? Prepare to fork out extra cash because nothing about this looks budget-friendly. It's like buying a dessert only to find out the toppings cost more than the cake. Plus, the watch faces, while colorful and dynamic, can sometimes be cluttered and confusing if you're not used to managing multiple widgets on such a small screen. The durability. Apple claims it's tougher than tough, crack-resistant, dust-resistant, and swim-proof with 50 water resistance. That's reassuring, especially if you're into outdoor sports or accidental splashes. However, some users have reported minor scratches appearing within weeks, especially after workouts involving weights or gym equipment. So yes, it's durable, but it's not indestructible. Don't expect it to survive a wrestling match with your toddler or a serious rock climbing adventure unscathed. Now, I have to mention one more thing: connectivity. The Series 9 keeps you connected with text, calls, podcasts, and Siri right on your wrist. A definite plus if you want to ditch your phone for quick interactions. But here's where it gets tricky. The watch requires an iPhone XS or later to function fully. That means Android users are out of luck. Sorry folks, no Series 9 love for you. And even with an iPhone, some features like precision finding only work on the latest models, making this watch feel a bit exclusive to the top-tier Apple loyalists. Alright, quick joke break. Why did the Apple Watch break up with the iPhone? Because it felt like it was always being sided with. Okay, that was weak, but hey, we're halfway through the review. Let's talk price. At around $306, the Apple Watch Series 9 is a significant investment. However, considering the battery limitations, extra costs of accessories, and the exclusive compatibility, the value might not match the sticker shock for everyone. If you think of it as a health coach, emergency responder, and tech gadget all in one, the price starts to make sense. But if you're comparing it to other smartwatches that offer longer battery life and multi-platform compatibility, the Series 9 might start feeling overpriced. Here's a quick rehook. Are you really ready to trade off battery life and high accessory costs just for those slick health features? Because that decision is what makes or breaks your Apple Watch Series 9 experience. Now, the good news. Apple has taken a big step forward with being carbon neutral for the aluminum watch paired with the latest sport loop. If you care about eco-conscious tech, this is a big win that Apple is proudly standing behind. So if sustainability factors into your purchase, this watch checks some green boxes. Let me toss another joke your way. What do you call an Apple Watch that tells bad jokes? Seriously annoying. Hopefully I'm not in that category. To summarize the negatives, the battery life is shorter than expected, the touchless controls are hit or miss, extra accessories cost a pretty penny, and the full experience only comes if you're fully submerged in Apple's iPhone ecosystem. Plus, the durability is good, but don't expect it to withstand a demolition derby. The vibrant display is a double-edged sword because it drains the battery fast. But here comes the twist. Despite these shortcomings, the Apple Watch Series 9 redeems itself by being arguably the most comprehensive health smartwatch on the market right now. Its ability to provide real-time health data, emergency features like fall and crash detection, plus seamless integration with Apple's services creates a user experience that's hard to beat for those who live and breathe Apple tech. Another reason to consider buying. The watch might just be the push you need to stay active and connected. The depth of health insights encourages users to care more about their well-being. If you're someone who thrives off motivation and detailed feedback, this watch becomes less of a gadget and more of a personal coach. And the sleek design will keep your tech envy levels at an all-time low. Last joke to seal the deal. Why don't Apple Watches ever get lost? Because they always find Siri's directions. Alright, enough with the puns. So, should you buy the Apple Watch Series 9? If you're an Apple fan who wants premium health tracking, emergency safety features, and doesn't mind charging daily or investing in accessories, it's a great companion. However, if battery life or budget is your priority or you're using a different phone, there are better options out there. Overall, the Apple Watch Series 9 excels where it counts with health and safety, but comes with trade-offs you must be ready for. For the best price on the Apple Watch Series 9, check the Amazon link in the description below. Just remember, prices change very fast, so don't wait too long to grab your deal. Whether you decide to move forward with it or not, I hope this honest review helped clear the air and gave you enough info to make a smart choice. Because at the end of the day, the best smartwatch is the one that fits your lifestyle perfectly, Apple Watch Series 9 included.